Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or actually a warm welcome to my YouTube channel, since I will be changing its subject from I previously did not have any subject to everything about Apple. I'm still thinking of a name that would be nice with my YouTube channel. So basically, let's start. On September 12, 2018, Apple will hold its second major event at the Steve Jobs Theater at the company's new Apple Park campus in Cupertino, California. An invitation was sent out to press and other invitees with the above image and the words "Gather Around." This is an allusion to Apple Park, which shares that shape, but there might be more to it. In any case, we expect the event to focus primarily on iPhones and the Apple Watch. Just like the event on the same day in the same room last year when Apple announced the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, X, and Watch Series 3. So we are expecting for at least 2 or possibly 3 successors to the iPhone X, or also known as the iPhone X. Last year, Apple announced the iPhone X, 8, 8 Plus, as we previously said, and the 8 and 8 Plus iterated on the basic design the company has been using for its flagship iPhones since the iPhone 6 in 2014. That meant a significantly fast processors, new sensors for augmented reality, and support for wireless charging. The latter of those necessitated the back of the phone being made with glass, which didn't thrill users who worry about breaking their phones. The iPhone X is also made of glass, but it brought the most radical innovations to the iPhone line in years. Apple switched from LCD panels to OLED panels, which offers deeper blacks and better contrast ratios, which means that every pixel lights by itself, and that screen stretched nearly edge to edge across the front of the device with no home button on the screen, providing more real estate for apps to work with. The iPhone X also introduced the TrueDepth camera, a front-facing 3D camera that allowed for more advanced facial recognition features than any prior consumer phone. But that's just the start. TrueDepth camera can be used for myriad other things once third-party app developers support it. The iPhone X went on to the world's best-selling smartphone, so it should be no surprise that Apple is doubling down on that design in 2019. Multiple reports from Bloomberg, citing sources close to Apple's plan, have said that Apple will again launch 3 phones at this year's event, and that every one of them will be modeled closely after the iPhone X. A bigger sibling to the iPhone X successor, Apple is also reportedly working on a 6.5-inch phone based on the iPhone X template. This phone would likely be very similar to the iPhone X successor mentioned above, apart from its size, and it could carry the name of the iPhone XS Plus. Past Plus phones have had better cameras than their smaller siblings, so that is a possibility here, but we're just speculating based on past differentiators in Apple's lineup. 9 to 5 Mac cited unnamed sources who claim that this phone will be called the iPhone XS Max. I hope it will not be named like that. An LCD iPhone X successor. The iPhone X started off at $1,000, and the OLED display was a major factor in that steep pricing. We expect the iPhone XS to be priced similarly to the iPhone X, but not all consumers are willing to pay that price for a phone. Guided by CEO Tim Cook, Apple's strategy with the iPhone lineup of late has been to offer phones at a variety of price points to address as much of the market as possible, a departure from predecessor Steve Jobs' philosophy. Expect Apple to offer phones at lower price points this year too. That could mean simply offering the iPhone 8 at a cheaper price than the company does currently, but reports in Bloomberg and elsewhere have suggested that Apple will introduce a third phone based on the iPhone X design but with an LCD screen panel instead of an OLED panel to bring the price down. The phone would also use different materials that are cheaper to purchase and manufacture with. The phone is expected to have the True Depth sensor array and Face ID, as well as the near edge-to-edge display design of the iPhone X and the other two new iPhones this year. Curiously, the reports have said that this iPhone will measure 6.1 inches, in between 5.8 inches for the posited iPhone XS and the 6.5 inches for the iPhone XS Plus or Max. Okay, so here we come with the Apple Watch Series 4. Apple will almost certainly announce a new Apple Watch at this event. It will probably be called the Apple Watch Series 4, and its flagship feature will probably be a bigger screen. Folks who have explored the Watch OS 5 beta have discovered evidence that it will have a screen resolution of 384 x 480 pixels compared to 312 x 390 pixels in the Series 3 model. This would allow for displaying more information on the watch face at any given time. Despite the larger screen size, the watch is not expected to be significantly bigger. That's because the expanded screen will be made possible with the reduction of the bezels around said screen. Existing watch bands will in all likelihood still work with the new device. Fast Company reported that the new Apple Watch will replace the existing mechanical buttons with solid-state buttons that provide haptic feedback, similar to the home button on the recent iPhones or trackpad on recent MacBooks. The publication cited a source with direct knowledge of Apple's plans. However, subsequent leaks have raised some doubts about this. Users and critics have requested better battery life and more fitness and health monitoring features in the new Apple Watch, and we would not be surprised to see both of these. For example, the watch does not support sleep tracking, but some of the competitors do. iOS 12, macOS Mojave, watchOS 5, and tvOS 12 availability. We all know that or personally I know, and I have been told by Apple that the iOS 12 will be officially downloaded for all the Apple users on September 12th, the day of the event. And I have downloaded the iOS 12 beta, and I will be doing a special video about it today. Let's talk about the AirPower charge or wireless charge. Apple announced AirPower, a charging mat for the iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods wireless headphones at its September event in 2017. The company originally promised to deliver that product in early spring of 2018, but it never came. We could finally see a release date announced at next week's event, or probably this week's event after 2 days. AirPower is based on Qi wireless charging technology, and its main value proposition is that it can simultaneously charge all three of the above devices. To make this possible, AirPods will get a new case that supports wireless charging. The watch and the latest iPhones already support wireless charging. Apple might also make additional changes and improvements to AirPods, but we don't know what they would be or if they are in fact coming. Thank you for watching, guys, about the September 12th event 2018 Apple. I hope you will like this video, or you liked since you have watched it, and please like and subscribe to my channel so that I will be famous and all the people will watch my YouTube videos. Thank you.